All right, guys, this is a late stream, but we're going to get it done, and let's make it bounce. Market makers, let's make it bounce. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, a bingo and a bango.
Yeah. We in the charts again. Support line looks like it's holding. Market makers, make it bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Make it bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, bounce. Late night sessions, eyes glued to the screen. Charts looking heavy, but we move like a machine. Candles playing tricks, yeah, they trap the whole crowd. Wick hitting the lows, portfolio getting plowed. Liquidity pockets, that's where they hunt. Fake breakdown stops getting hit, eating your lunch. Market makers be sneaky just like a mouse. Traders just looking for that bounce. Bounce, bounce, back. Wrist tight, stop loss, snug, protect the bag, don't get rug, greed to get you wrecked, that's facts, no doubt, take them profits, that's what this game's about. Market makers make it bounce, support level, get respect, now we pounce, hold a level, this is where it counts, market makers make it bounce, 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 don't freeze when it drops, just glance, see the zone, that's our chance. Take your profit, don't trade with greed, or else your portfolio will surely bleed. Market makers target stops, taking retail's lunch. Then pump it high like a savage punch. Double bottom looking like a bounce. No disguise, candle close after retesting. The breakout is all prize. Volume spike, that's your cue. Ride it clean, take what's due. Smart money flows where the weak get shook. We be reading the charts, they be reading the book. Don't pray for luck, that's a clown's route. Traders joining groups, do the mentors, know what they talking about. If you ain't gotta stop loss, you already lost. Risk small, think big, calculate that cost. Support ain't a guess, it's a level of defense. Bounce plays pay when your logic makes sense. Market makers make it bounce. Support level, get respect, now we pound. Squeeze the villain, patience the crown. Market makers play, they run the town. But when you learn their game, announce price finding the support level now, make it bounce. Market makers make it bounce. Price hit load and renounce. Take them profits, no remorse. Move like a shark, stay on course. Market makers make it bounce. Watch that wig, no flounce. Stay disciplined, stay profound. Market makers make it bounce. Charts tell stories, emotions scream loud. The wise stay patient, the greedy heads in the clouds. Market makers be sneaky like a mouse, while traders looking for that bounce. Market makers make it bounce.
Market makers be sneaky just like a mouse. What we need is market makers to make it bounce. So market makers, make it bounce. And we can see it right now in the crypto bubbles in 3, 2, and a 1. Let's go. Bingo bango. I said bingo bango. Bingo and a bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time. That's right. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorization. Nobody's got time for that. I know I don't. No one's got time for that. So let's go ahead and get it started, guys. We're looking at the crypto bubbles on the daily. We have a really nice movement, 13%, 11%, 6%, you know, Arrow, Tau, MNT, I forget what that one's called, Mantle. But what about for the hourly? Ooh, does it mean Bitcoin's coming down? Possibly. We're going to check that in just a second. I want to say thank you to everybody who is here. We are starting late today. Normally it's Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern, Saturday and Sunday at 4. I did post this in the VIP group, also in the free Discord, and X. I posted it on X as well. Just letting y'all know that today's show would be later, about 5, maybe 6. And I just got back into town. And of course, let's do the stream. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Thank you so much for everybody being here. Of course, we have Chris being first. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much for being here. Now, what I would like to do, Chris was excellent. He was on the, man, I keep on forgetting, the Crypto Brew show, I believe it was. He was on there a few nights ago, and he did amazing. He did amazing. And I would be honored, Chris, I have to do the live stream in a different way, but I'd be honored to have you on asking questions, and then maybe we can open up some kind of thing to where, especially our regular members, where they can be on and asking questions. We can do charts. We can, just more along the line of teaching. For me, I love teaching. It does two things. One, it shows I know what the heck I'm talking about. And two, it may answer questions that other traders don't even know to ask, or maybe too embarrassed. Don't ever be embarrassed. We've either had the questions before or questions we haven't thought of yet. So there are no embarrassing questions. And Chris, we're going to work on that as far as getting that together. Same thing with anybody else who wants to, join in on future ones. Of course, just be respectable, all that fun stuff. You know the drill. All right, moving on. We got Wix Wi-Fi 89 in the house. Thank you guys for being here again. Way different time than I normally do, but hopefully everybody is good. We got Tommy 2 Liters in the house. What's up, buddy? What's going on? David, what's going on, David? Appreciate you, man, for being here. I see you going down the list. We have X2.21. Thank you, X. 0 today. So I'm assuming you're asking for that coin, or if our accounts went to 0, but I'm thinking you're asking for the coin. So we'll look up the coin, but let me know, is that what you're asking for, the coin, or are you just saying that we go to 0? Let's see here. That'd be sweet. Yeah, man. Like I said, you did great. You're a natural. Absolutely natural. Crypto Change Me, my man. What's up, buddy? Smash the likes. Yes, definitely smash the likes. Just let me know when. I'll get down for. Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Yeah. And again, we'll get together and, of course, have questions. I really love answering questions. I really do. The first question to ask, are we in alt season? Well, today we're at 25. Boring. Yesterday we were at 24. Last week, 40. Last month, 77. How about liquidations? Let's go ahead and refresh this. We're going to look at the 24-hour. On the 24-hour liquidations, we do have quite a bit of liquidations towards the downside. Sitting at, Joe, move your big head. Sitting at 108. Total of 45 million. Then we have 51 million sitting at 107.5. And then we have some more down here. 53 million sitting at 106.7. We have a little bit of liquidations up to the top. 45 million, boring, at 110.2. And it looks like we may be going up there. Let us look at the 12-hour time frame. On the 12-hour time frame, you can see liquidations 51 million sitting at 109.7. And then some more 45 million sitting at 110.2. And then same thing, we have some towards the downside. Now here's the question. Are we going to go up or are we going to go down? For everybody who loves trading liquidation, just know, and I always say this, because any trader, let me rephrase that. Most traders that have something to sell, whether it's a group or just themselves as a trader, they love showing the stuff that works and when it works. That way, of course, you respect them as a trader. However, I have nothing to sell you. You like me, you don't. You join my group, you don't. You whatever. To me, my goal is to make you money, and my goal is to show you the reality of trading. So when it comes to liquidations, is liquidations important? Yes, 100%. However, just know that just because we break this level and we're coming up really, really close to this liquidation does not mean that we're going to touch it. However, in addition to that, let me rephrase that. In addition to that, when it breaks this level, if it breaks, the closer we get to it, the higher chance we have to hitting it. Just makes sense. And if you listen to the words and just understand that concept, it makes complete sense. There is 0% chance that we could touch this unless we break this level. Now, as we break the level and we get closer, well, then now our chances of touching that have just increased. We get up closer, it increases more. It doesn't mean that we will touch it. There's a lot of traders out there that teach if we break this, we're coming up here, we're coming up here. No, I never say that. There's a high chance that we might, possibility, but we can always reverse. And I've shown that many times where we get really close to a hot spot. I call this a hot spot, you know, bright yellow. Bright yellow just means that you have more liquidations versus purple. But just know there is liquidations towards the top as we go down and towards the bottom as we go up. Yeah, that's the right thing. So just to let you know, my goal is to, you know, just warn you about all this stuff. That's my goal, to warn you. All right. Anything that I want to show here, let's look at Clash. Clash, as we mentioned before, losing strength, losing momentum. People are getting out of it, potentially to get into other coins. It made its run and people made money off of this. Right now, people are just holding on to it. These are the areas to either add to the trade or enter the trade. But as we can see here, I was thinking we may come down and maybe do a pivot, come down. If we break the pivot, we can add or into the trade. And you can see right here, we actually came down, came up right to the area. These are drawn prior to the price action. And we didn't break that level. Instead, we kept on coming down. Next one, Karma. Karma, same thing. I'm thinking here we may come up to come down. And then if we do, we don't want to lose this blue level. If we lose the blue level, sad face. Well, especially if we lose this level. This is our new level right here. And again, this is just thought process when we can enter. Next one is Pumpy. Same thing, Pumpy. Price was here. I'm thinking it could come down, maybe come up, get rejected off of this level, keep on coming down. This is just showing the potential move of this. Sometimes I'm spot on, sometimes I'm way off. And I show both. Because again, I have nothing to sell you. If I had something to sell you, I would just concentrate on the parts that went really well. For example, we came down and we came up, just like I kind of thought we might go. And then we're making lower highs, lower lows, sure enough. And it's losing strength too. So this one may be a dud already. Let's see here. Next one. Is there any other ones? This one is Dog Go. Here we were saying enter. This was an enter. This was I forgot to post it on YouTube. Not YouTube, I forgot to post it on X. This is not yellow. Yellow means aggressive entry. White means safer entry. None of this is financial advice. This was on the 18th, so yesterday at 4 p.m. we said, good time to enter now. We could pull back. If we do, we're looking for a bounce here. And sure enough, we enter, it comes up, starts coming down, right to our stop loss. OMG. Didn't hit it though. Coming up, coming down. Now it went lower and boop. Man, look at this. Oh, no, it did hit it. It hit it on the first one. Hit it here, tapped it again, and then wicked it here. And then now started coming up. So if, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, if you were looking at this and you did get stopped out, you're like, oh man, would I have entered here? I don't think so. Now, anybody who has something to sell you, they say, yes, definitely enter here. Broke structure, targets hit, etc., etc. For me, let me go ahead and extend this out. I would like to see a retest of this box again, or the middle of the box. Even though we came down, retested it, went up, retested again. I would like to see it roll over here, doing a lower high, and then breaking the level. And it just went. So I would have missed this one. I wouldn't have entered. Comes down. I'm afraid now it's going to go up to come down. Instead, it went up some more and then came down. Right now, went up again, lower high, coming down. To me, it's losing momentum. Beautiful bounce. In order for me to enter this one now, even though hypothetically I would have been stopped out, I would need to see something like this. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. And then we could get those for you. If you have any questions, also let me know. I love questions. So this, if we come down and come up, break this level on the, I guess 15 minute, then we could enter the trade. So that's what that would be. All right. Let's see here. Chris says, thank you, Joe. Truly means a lot. Oh yeah, definitely, man. We got the chef in the house. What's up, buddy? What's going on? See here, it looks like the Bitcoin on the 4 hour is starting to cool off a bit, but the 1 hour is giving me a second chance. Not sure. Yeah, we're gonna check that out right now. Right now, let's look at it. 1 hour time frame. So here was my thought process. This was the other day. I'm thinking we're gonna come up to anywhere to this one to this one. But here I just drew it out to this one. But on the live stream, I did say from this one to this one, but we just did over here. Went underneath this, came down really hard, and I'm looking for a bounce off of this level. Sure enough, it came down very aggressively. Did I think this was going to happen? No. I thought we were going to come down, up, losing momentum. Came down to our blue line, which is a very important trend line. Then it bounced up. It found support off of this, not a spider line or a bloodline. These are just trend lines. I'm not trying to trick you or sell you anything. These are just trend lines. Here, found support, came up, bounced again off of it. These levels are very, very crucial. Started coming up. We actually entered a long somewhere around here. We entered a long, started doing this number, and then now started getting boring. Very boring. And I believe we got stopped out on one of these probably wicks, and then it came up right afterwards. I was like, it's okay. This was on Friday. Then it was looking boring the following day. And I was like, you know what? Let's short it. It's looking boring. Let's short. Because I'm thinking now we're going to roll over. Once again, nobody knows what's going to happen. I think it's going to roll over. It's looking boring. It's in this zone. Again, these levels that I do, they're pretty important. And I go for a short, and I believe we got stopped out right here. It's like, okay, let's go back to our original thought process as far as it being a bounce here. This boringness was just to, I guess, fake me out. Sure enough, we entered a long, and this chart was posted in the VIP group first, of course. Also posted in the free Discord. If you're not in the free Discord, I don't know what you're doing in the free Discord. I did not post it in the Patreon, the free portion of that. Completely forgot. And then I posted it, I don't think on X. So definitely follow me on all those places. My goal is to get rich with you, not because of you. The people who are in the VIP, the benefit of that is I'm updating the charts. I'm updating my thought process. I'm doing videos on our active trade. I'm doing videos on Bitcoin's possible movements, the market's possible movements, when they need to be updated. I don't post in there 20, 30 times a day just so there's activity. Sometimes I'll post once or twice. So give you a heads up. Like you don't have to worry about, an hour later you check and there's like 45 posts, like, holy crap. So here, white equals safer entry. Yellow means aggressive. Very easy to understand charts. Very easy. I get a lot of compliments on my charts. Here, enter. Why? Well, let's just look at the thought process. We're saying you trade on Bitcoin, 15 to 20x, or you can do a regular spot trade or no leverage. Regular spot trade. Let's say you don't want to do 15x. You don't have to. Do a 2x. Do a 5x. Do whatever you want to do. Again, none of this is financial advice. It's just showing what I'm doing. Now, there is bearish divergence on the 1 hour. This is why I don't trade divergence. Example. Don't be surprised if the price continues to go up before going down. How did I know this? How? Price was here. We had divergence here, bearish divergence. We had a high and a lower high. We have a high and a higher high. How did I know we were going to go up before coming down? Not only that, but look at my drawing. From here, I didn't say, we're probably going to come down because of divergence. Maybe bounce over this. I'm thinking we're going to go up to about here. I don't know. What happens? We went up to about here. And then potentially come down, and then come up. So once again, with these path tools that I draw, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. If I was trying to sell you something, I'd be like, look at me, I'm a genius, blah, blah. No, I don't know. But this is what I think. And even though there was bearish divergence, I'm still thinking we're going to go. Why? I'll explain it. We broke out of this accumulation box. That's what this says over here. We broke out of the accumulation box. We went up, we retapped it, and now we're breaking this level. So more than likely, people see that as well, and they're going to want to come in. They're not going to want to sell right now. We just had a bounce. We just had a breakout, and I'm thinking we're going to go up. Regardless of the bearish divergence, sure enough, what happened? We went up. Then high, lower high. High, higher high. Now the bearish divergence is playing out. And we come down. Now, will the bearish divergence pull us back 2%, 22%, 102%? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to come down. And if we come down, what I would love to see is a bounce off of this. So what does that mean? I'm not going to freak out if it comes down. Matter of fact, I'm looking forward to come down after it goes up a little bit more. And sure enough, it came down a little bit, and now it's coming up. Could it come down some more? Sure, of course. And if it does, I'm not going to freak out. But now I would like to see it right here as opposed to here. So I'm going to go ahead and move this, and I would like to see it here. And I'm going to get this, and I'm going to move this up here. Just like that. So, and the reason I'm moving this up is, well, because it actually did come up, and now it's coming down. So now, this would be, above this area. Slightly above. Let me move it up right there. So I would love to see it come down to 107.8. If it doesn't, it's okay. It's okay. All right. Let's see here. Very nice accumulation range shown in the white box. Again, I get a lot of compliments on how easy my charts are to read. There is 0% chance you could get my interpretation of the charts incorrect. There's a lot of charts I see, and I'm thinking, ooh, what are they? Are they saying enter now? Because what they do is what they do. What they do is something like this. They'll do something like this, and then they'll do another one. So in case you get stopped out, here's another one, and then they'll do something like this. It's like, now if we get stopped out, well, then we'll follow up the trade if we're going to trade it again. But this way, the chance of them being wrong is very, very slight. I mean, just very minute. The chance of me being wrong, well, here's my stop loss. Very, very easy to understand. But they'll do this. I don't. For me, whenever I post a trade setup, it is very easy to understand. And not only that, but I show you the direction where I think it might go and the reason for it. This is what I do for the VIP all the time. And then today, I just happen to share it with, other groups. And I say enter now. Stop loss, targets, let's go. Could we get stopped out? Sure. We got stopped out earlier when it went up, because out here, I'm thinking we're going to come down. Let me catch up in the chat, guys. Chris says, I'm in 3 longs right now. Very nice. Bitcoin from 106,750. Nice. XRP from 2.35. Very nice. And Link from 1688. Any other juicy trades you're looking at? Not really. So Jesse told us about Inspect yesterday, and I believe it was down here. I believe it was right here, and right now it's gone up. Jesse told us about this one, and it went up 15%. Right now, 7% from where he told us. But yeah, that was at the very end of the stream. What do I think Bitcoin's going to do right now? I think Bitcoin could potentially come up. Now, this was a video that I did, I believe, only for the VIP. I might have shared it with the Discord. I'm not too positive, but here was just, price was here, and I think this is only for the VIP. Price was here, and I'm saying, we might come up here, we might, go above this to where we create a pivot. But what we're looking for is we're looking for these next pivots. Are we going to bounce off of a lower pivot and go up, break the newly created pivot and continue? Or are we going to start rolling over the newly created pivots? If so, then not looking good for our long, and then not looking good. And what we're doing is we're just looking at these pivots level by level. And see here, Crypto Change Me says, can we look at TA, Joe? Looking like a long to me. Yeah, we can do TA. TA for Crypto Change Me. Very good. See here, David says, Euroe, I guess, says it can claim midnight in wallet. Anyone know if this works? That I don't know. I don't know about midnight. So that unfortunately I don't know. Only 14 hours remaining to claim. Yeah, for me, I don't do any of that stuff. I'm very afraid of my wallets getting hacked. Even if I create a new wallet for only an airdrop, I'm very afraid. I don't like connecting because then it could maybe install something in my computer and then, you know, take all my money, and I don't like it. I'm afraid. So here, 1000%. Let's go. Hey, we got Jay Violet in the house. What's up, Jay Violet? Appreciate you for being here. All right. So what do I think? I think right now what we have to do is we have to watch for the next pivots today, tomorrow. This is what we have to do. If we start doing pivots and we're breaking the higher pivots, great. Breaking the highs, not breaking the lows, beautiful. If we start breaking the lows, like, oh man, come on. We're gonna start doing this range thing again. Get out of here. Like we need to make this money. That's what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let us get started. We're gonna look at Zero first. I believe that was the first one. Any other coins? Now let me know. So we got ZERO, and let's go to a Blowfin. Blowfin. I don't show it. USDT. We'll do MEXC. So this one, I don't like it. It's a very small market cap coin. There's a lot of manipulation in it. How do you know it's a slow market cap coin, Joe? You didn't even look. Well, then let's look at it together, shall we? So let's go over here to this ZERO. Boom, 1.2 million. How do you know this, Joe? Are you psychic or something? No, I've done this so many times, thousands and thousands of times, looked at hundreds of thousands of charts throughout the years. I can pretty much tell you that it's a low market cap coin. So for this coin, it has been around since, come on, you're in the way, since May 2024. So about a year and a half. And it really hasn't done anything. I mean, sure, there's been some pumps, but sell-offs, pumps, sell-offs. So I don't know if they had token unlocks that's making it sell off, or if it's just dying off. Let's see here. We got Avi in the house. What's up, Avi? Let's see here. Let me go to their DeFi. We have this right here, where they are DeFi. They're a lending and borrowing. So I like that, you know, DeFi and blah, blah, blah. Let's go to the website. Let's check it out. Like the website, give them a +1, no bright colors. Let's see here, yield big. This is kind of hard to read due to the background, so I'm gonna do a -1. So we're at 0 right now. Let's see here, okay, blah, blah, blah. More stuff, you can stake it. I love staking, but will I stake right now? No, negative. Why? Because we're already in a cycle, not gonna do it. Information, I guess. They got a crypto credit card, sexy, and it's black, sexier, +1. Spend your crypto without selling it. That makes no sense. I'm assuming they just convert it so you don't need to sell it. So it's saving you a step. You can just spend your crypto. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Zero Lend is a lending. Zero Lend is a leading lending. They should not have those two words together. Is a leading lending market offering carry trades that enable yield leveraging. Okay, and that's all their website. I would say boring. Okay, let's see, what else do we see? Let's go to the markets. Come on, markets. We have Bybit, Gate.io, MEXC, KuCoin, and then nobody's. Okay, trading volume. This is important, guys. This is part of FA, fundamental analysis. On Bybit, they only have $50,000 in 24 hours. That's nothing. No one's buying this. Gate.io, 19,000. Nobody's buying this. MEXC, 55,000. KuCoin, nothing. Now, don't get this, oh man, there's 50,000. No, these are the bots. The bots are trading this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Why? Because if nobody's trading it, then the exchanges, they make money off of fees. So if nobody's trading it, well, they get kicked off. That's why coins get delisted from exchanges. No one's buying it. But if they have the bots buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, making the order books look like there's activity, well, the exchange is happy because, well, they're making some money, but nobody's trading this. So let us go and look at the charts. Let's see. So that's one thing that I look at, especially when I see something like this. Other traders will see this. Oh man, it's a great opportunity to buy this coin. Look at this. No, nobody's buying it. You buy a couple hundred or a couple $1,000s, it's going to pump because of the market cap being so low. 1.2 million. Very low. You get people to buy it. Let's say, for example, you post it. For example, let's just say I had 50,000 viewers, and on X I had 100,000, and on my groups I had 20,000, whatever. And I say, guys, look at this. This is a great coin. Right now we're at a beautiful level. We're about to break out, etc., etc. Once it breaks out here, buy. Look at all these gains we can do. Where, let's say it breaks out here. Our first target is 200%. Next target is 300%. Next target, we can do a 5, 10x on this coin, blah, blah. No one's buying this coin. I showed it to you. If you do buy it, you're going to be the one making this pump and this pump and this pump. These are from people who don't know how to do the bare minimum on fundamental analysis. Now, can you make money? Sure. How? Well, let's say you want to put $500 in this coin. Do you put $500 in right now? No, definitely. You will be doing this. What you want to do is you put in $25 here. Then a couple days go by, you put $25 here, $25 here, $25 here, $25. And you keep on doing that over and over again with your targets up here. And you want to spread out your targets. You don't want to have one target selling your whole bag. You want to spread them out so that when this gets posted from somebody else, not you, of course, but somebody else on an exchange, on a pump group or X, man, look at this one. It's an inverse head and shoulders. It's a falling wedge. It's a blah, blah, blah. And all these other people who are following you get this coin. This is the results. Huge pump. And this is the person who bought all this, whether it's the owner of the pump groups or maybe just people who bought down here, they're selling off. And then they'll post again, guys, we just made 2x. It's bound to go 4x. And what happens? Boom. Who's selling? The one who bought all this right here. That's who's selling. So do I like this coin? No. For all those reasons that I just pointed out. Would I buy this coin? Definitely not. Now, if I had $50, would I do this? Hey, we got Meet Damien in the house. What's up, Meet Damien? Yeah, today, man, I'm streaming late. Now, Meet Damien is another person that I would love to have on my streams, and more so for, to ask him questions, how he trades, for him to ask me questions, how I trade, etc., etc. I did a test stream, I think it was last weekend, and I'm pushing a bunch of buttons, seeing how stuff works, and hopefully we can get Damien on, and then hopefully we can get Chris on, then hopefully we can get other people on. And again, the main thing is to ask me questions. And then, of course, kind of pick people's brains on how they trade, why they trade that way, how it's working for them, and we can all grow together. For this one, when would I enter? Well, I'd have to wait. I would have to wait for it to break this level, 0.00003454. Would I enter any sooner? No. Why? Well, look what it does. It looks like this is going to be the bounce. Nope. Okay, bounce. Nope. Okay, bounce. Okay, here's the break of this level. Could we enter? I don't know. Granted, because it's a low market cap coin, 50%. Good Lord. I wouldn't. 20% sure. 50, no. Joe, don't you see that it went up? Yeah, but I don't base my judgments off of what I see, because there's no way we could have seen this at this time. Plus we have a nice wick, so I think we're probably going down, maybe. But instead it goes up. Okay, I missed it. But yeah, so there was this other trader, but it was last night. I was watching him, and he was doing a live stream, and he's doing back testing. I asked him how long has he been trading, and he says, I've been trading for 27 months. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this dude must have a kid. How old's your baby? 742 months. Hold on, let me break out my calculator. 27 months equals, man, get out of here. How long you been trading? I've been trading for 2 years, 3 years, 2.5 years, blah, blah. Who says 27 months? How old's your baby? 413 months. 400. So there's 12 months in a year. Divide that by, and then, come on, man, 27 months. Anyway, but yeah, so he was doing some back testing, and he was doing all of this stuff. This is when you want to buy, etc., or this is when you want to sell it, and then we're going to come down here to this level, and it came down here, and then this is when you want to buy. And I called them out on it, and people do not like me because I call people out. And I said, man, you're doing this in hindsight, like that's easy. I said I would like to see you doing it on current price action. It's like, well, I'm still learning this and that, blah blah. I'm just kind of back testing right now to see what works. And he's taking notes. He's doing his due diligence. I will give him that. Doing his due diligence, making notes, taking screenshots, just absolutely great when it comes to that. However, if you are doing back testing on a particular thing, let's just say long wick reversals. We'll take that for example. Long wick reversals. If I'm back testing this new theory I just heard, long wick reversals, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for long wicks and it reversed. Long wicks and it reversed. Long wicks. Well, there's a long wick up here. Long wicks and it reversed. So I'm going to be looking for this because I'm back testing this particular theory. I'm going to be looking for long wicks, and look at this. Yes, wow. This is amazing. Long wicks and it comes down. So whenever you're back testing, you are hyper focused on looking for that one thing, long wicks. However, let me point something out to you. Here's a long wick. Did it reverse? No, but you don't see this. Then here is another long wick, but it did not reverse. So you don't see this. Let's see here. Where else? Here's a long wick and a green candle. Here's a long wick, but it did not reverse. So you don't see this. Do y'all get my point? Here's a long wick. It really didn't reverse. I mean, we want to see an up. Here's a long wick. This one did reverse. But here's I could do this all day. Here's a long wick. Did it reverse? No. It went and rolled over. Here's a long wick. Did it reverse? No. So once again, when you are back testing, you're hyper focused and you're trying to prove your theory right. It's very dangerous. Instead, you have to have an open mind and look for all of the long wicks. So you could either prove that it is working, the theory, or it doesn't work. This is why it's really important to have a mind for yourself and think and ask why. And that's what I do. And that's what I show you here on this channel. Don't just blindly follow me. Prove me wrong. That's my challenge to anybody. Prove me wrong. Do I think that I know it all? Definitely not. Am I still learning? 100%. But what I'm showing you is the reality of trading. Oh, but look, the 21-day moving average, blah, blah, blah. Let me show you this. So what I do, and let me change this to 21. So, and I watch people. Let me delete all this because we already did all that. So here, a lot of people say, and there's people that I watch and they're very respected And I watch them and they say, oh, the price moved away from the 21. The 21's a moving magnet, or it acts as a moving magnet. And the chance of it coming down is, they don't even say that. They say the price will come down to it because it acts as a magnet. No. You need to understand the definition of what the moving average is. It's in the name, moving average. So the average follows the price. It's a cause and effect. And it's funny too, because I'll explain this to people and then I ask them, do they understand it? They say yes. They understood what I said. Okay. Then I watch them again the next couple of days or whatever, and then they're so programmed into the way they've been thinking that they repeat the same, in my opinion, false information, because due to the definition, the price does not go to the moving average. Instead, for Joe, it went to it. You're wrong. Listen to me, guys. Listen. Disregard everything that your mentor has told you. A moving average is the average of the candle body closes. If what we're doing is we're seeing the after effect, we're seeing the results. The reason that the price goes up and the moving average goes up is because the average of the candle body closes are increasing. If the candles bodies are going down, well, guess what this moving average is going to do? It's going to follow the price action. So the price does not go down to this because it acts as a magnet. This is the average. Is it likely to go down here because the average? Yeah, sure, of course. But this could continue going up. And if it does, price continues going up. And if price keeps on going up, the moving average will keep going up. It'll continue to go up until the price is done, and then it'll come down. But it's so difficult to unprogram or program your brain, because oh no, it's the moving average. The price is going to come down to it. You're thinking of it the wrong way. That's what you're doing. Like, I'm literally showing you the puzzle, and I'm showing you with the picture on the puzzle, and yet you are reversing it. You're flipping it over and you're saying, no, this is how I do it. No. And I think what I need to do is figure out an easier way to explain it, because even though I think that this is, in my opinion, not difficult to understand, a lot of people have difficulty comprehending it. This is the result of this. And this is an average. So if the price comes down, and when the price comes down, the likelihood of it going to this average is high. Could it break below it? Sure, we see that all the time. Now, does that mean that it's going to come up here because it's the average? No. But if it does go up, well, then we might go here. But it can continue going down. Exhibit A, right here. Price went away from the 200 or the 21, and it came back down to it. Is that what happened? Or did price come down, meet the average, and then start coming up? And then because now it's going away from the average, if it comes down, which here he decided to come down, this is the average. So it just makes sense that the average is where it might slow down, but it doesn't mean that it has to. And this is my point. Comes up, comes down. Does it go to the average? No. Why? Price does what it wants. Kept on coming down. Here, did it go to the average? No. Instead, what did the average do? The average is trying to catch up with the price. And then same thing here. Keeps on coming down. Is it going up here? No. Until the average catches up to the price, which is about here, and the price went sideways to give the average time to catch up, now it touches it. Does it break through it and go above? No, because the price is not done doing what it wants to do, which is come down. Then it breaks above. Then it comes back down to the average, but it goes a little bit lower. And then it comes up and now it's doing this number. So I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, please rewatch this. I'm trying my best to help everybody. But a lot of people don't understand the concept of an average. An average means that, well, this is the average of where the price may go to, but it does not have to. It can go way above it or it can go way below it. For example, look at this. If it went up, okay, are you going to short it now? No. Are you going to short it now? No. Are you going to short it now? Yes. Why? Well, because it's coming to the, no, and then it goes up some more and then some more. This can continue going up. And what is the average doing? Is trying to catch up with this. Then it dumps. So, all right, that's enough of that. Let's see here. Me Gaming says, I'm down to collab. Awesome, man. Appreciate you. Let's look at CO. Okay, definitely. See, so that means I need to stop talking. Let's see here. Going down the list, checking out some of this stuff really quick. Okay. Need some more caffeine. Let's go. Let's go. That's here. Medina, what's up? What's up, Poppy? Appreciate you, man, being here. Thank you for everybody smashing the like. David says, I'm testing a small wallet for now, but it seems legit from Cardano. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about it, but I'm just afraid. I'm afraid of getting stuff like that. And we'll rest it being very sober approach to it. Yeah. Okay, here. Going to the list. See here, Floki. Okay, we're gonna do Floki as well. Floki. And it's for Chris. Okay, we're going to do COAI. Taking things a try. Gets very good. Chris says, is David Digital in the chat? Oh, is he in here? I didn't see him. I didn't see the magnets. Let's see here. Yeah, there are no magnets as far as I'm concerned. Just people and market makers and the exchanges themselves. Yep. Yep. Very true. Nice. So the same tip. Okay. There we go. So so we did zero. I don't like it at all. I showed you how I would enter it if I were to enter it. Let's do TA. This is going to be for CC for crypto point for crypto change me. So let's do this one. Let's go to sources. Let's go to Blowfin. TA Blowfin. Let's go here. Nope, wrong one. TA. I guess we can only do regular. Oh, that's right. They took it off of. They took it off. Okay, so we're playing with this one. We made a little bit of money. Let's go and delete that. We don't need that. For a long. That's risky. And it moves, man. Does it move? When it moves, it moves. Man, that's really risky. See, 4 hour. And bunch of nothingness. Dump City. Woof. Oh, that was a Friday. I'm assuming. Then the pump. Oh man, this one's really dangerous for a long. No divergence that I see. I like looking at this for divergence. We're underneath the 21. Let me get rid of that 21. 21, get out of here. Nobody wants you. 21. I like the 21, 30, 21. I mean the 9, 30, 50, 200. Currently we're underneath the 9 SMA on the 4 hour. Okay. Let's go to the 1 hour. See, we're going to do like a scalp. Like all these, they scare me, man. You need to do like no leverage or maybe a 2x at the most. These moves right here are like 15, 20%. Let's just say from here to here. Yeah, 14%. Those are big moves. 1 hour underneath. It's too risky for me. This would have to be like a regular spot trade. On the 15, we're above the 9. Trying to go above the 30. Let's go back to the hour again. Let's take off these. You're bothering me, kid. You're bothering me. Man, for me, I'd have to wait like 20%. So for me, I'd have to wait for it to break above, possibly retest 0.05443. It's too risky for me. And scared money doesn't make any money. I'll tell you that right now. But I would wait about 9%, which to me, that's not a bad bet, waiting 9%. So I would set an alert at 0.05624. I'm not going to do it on this one, but that's what I would do. If I was going to take this trade, set the alert, make sure the 1 hour candle closes above the first number that I did. And that was 0.05443. If it does, then I can enter. Right now, it would be catching the bottom-ish, but I'm afraid that because we broke this level, I'm afraid that we could go and attack this to potentially attack this and then some. So I would have to wait for sure. That's my thought process on that. And that was from Crypto Change Me. So I do thank you for that one. It's just too risky for me. Way too risky. Let's see, if we were doing a scalp, it did break this. Here's where I would enter for a scalp, and I'd have my stop loss really tight. So if I was going to do a scalp, I'd do a 2%. This would be my scalp. And I could lose, and if I lose, I lose. There would be my scalp. I'd do like a 5x leverage on this. I'd enter right now. First target would be about here. So this would be my first target. And then here's where I would enter. So let's go this right here. So it'd be blue. Do I recommend this? Not really. But I'm just trying to show you. So I would do here and. But if I was going to scalp, this is what I would do. And this is going to be, it's going to be a scalp entry. And I could get stopped out before I even post this, or not post it, but finish this thing. Scalp entry, October 19, time is 7 p.m. High risk. That's what I do. I enter right now, and I do a 5x leverage. 5x. Long. That's what I do. And of course, I would have other entry or have other targets. Crypto Change Me says, "Thanks, Joe. You don't know anything. I'm the best, and you're wrong." Oh man, ouch. Let's see here. So we did that one. Let's do COAI. I believe this one was for Meet Damien. We're gonna leave this on here to see if we get stopped out. Let's see here. Caspa, yeah, definitely. Caspa. It's for Chris. Okay, so let's go YouTube, and we're gonna do COAI. COAI. No bluffing. I believe last time we did MEXC. So yes. So we were looking at this one a few days ago, about 2 days ago, and the price was up here. And you know, a lot of people, they'll see, oh, this is a bull flag, blah, blah, blah. I don't do any of that stuff. What I do is I look at levels. And this is my bounce zone right here. And the price was here, and I'm saying, okay, in order for us to enter along, I would like to see it come up, retrace, and then break the newly created pivot. That's what I would like to see. Just because, man, it already went up so much, this would be okay. We could enter. I would definitely do a stop loss underneath this midline. So about 19-20% from our entry. Of course, so this one, it'd have to be a spot trade. There's no way I can do leverage on that. But what I do see also is if we break this, I'm not saying that we will, but this was at the time. Again, what I do is I teach in the moment versus after the fact. But I mentioned that if we were to break out of this, granted, there's nothing in here saying, oh, down, up, all this. But this is saying that if we did break this, I'd have an alert down here, because more than likely this will look really, really juicy, because guess what it's done? It's gone up, straight up. Oh my gosh. Let's go, moon mission. So I'm thinking in this moment, that if we do come down, we might come down to take some of this, you know, nice fair value gap on the 1 hour, possibly even this, and then we might bounce here. Who knows? What happens? We came down aggressively. My alert went off. I saw it, but it was too aggressive for me. So I'm thinking, okay, we may come back into here. This is what I was really thinking. The alert went off. I'm thinking we may come back into here. We might do this, and then maybe this. If so, then we can enter the short. If it does break this, then maybe we can enter the long, hopefully trade this range until it breaks up. However, well, it just kept on going down. It broke this level with a very small retrace. By this time, I wasn't interested anymore. I was looking at other stuff. But woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If I would have done this, this is, you know, how we trade. Then let's just say we entered here. We'd be at 50%. Oh my gosh, 1x leverage. Good Lord, I'd have to do a 1x. This one, it moves too much. It moves way too much. 50%, good Lord. Right now, here's where I'm thinking we might bounce. Here's where I'm thinking we might bounce. So let's go ahead and hide all of this, just so that we could maybe refer to this later. Let's do our thought process one more time. And this one is for, I believe, Meet Damien. So beautiful. Look at this. OMG. On the daily. On the daily. Boom. Right there. And it tapped it too. Let's go to the 4 hour. Now, do I like entering now? No. Oh, and there's bullish divergence on the daily. We have a low, lower low. We have a low and a higher low currently. Not only that, but we have a low and a higher low. If we're going to look at this hump, that's what I call them, humps. Double click. We have a low and a lower low. So again, divergence. We got a double bullish divergence, guys. A double bullish divergence. So here I would think that we have a higher likelihood of going up. Our RSI is pretty low. And our thingamabob down here, our volume is also kind of low. Not a problem. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. We can see that potentially we have a bounce, maybe. Let's see here. We do have some divergence. Again, we have this, and the momentum is coming down, but this is going lower. This should be going up. So we have divergence here too. No divergence on the humps. Okay, very good. Let's see here. So let me go and look back over here. We have the 1 hour. So I actually have a zone. So this is my zone. Get out of here, line. Nobody wants you. Okay, so what I would like to see, now I'm not sure how much percentage this is, but I would like to see something like this. For me, this would be a really amazing entry. Could we enter here? Sure. This would be an aggressive entry. Aggressive is always yellow. Safer entry is white. What is the percentage from the difference from here to here? Yep, 30%, sure enough. Now, if I were to do this, my stop loss, normally I would do it here underneath this wick, but I'm gonna do it a little bit lower because this is everywhere. Everybody else is gonna put it right there. Put it a little bit lower. So if I was gonna do an aggressive entry, dang it, this is the problem that I have with these coins. 23%. I can only do a regular spot trade. No leverage. Dang it. Now granted, I don't have confirmation here. So that's why that's two reasons it's aggressive. One, it's at the bottom and it could roll over. Do I think it will? Not really. We have very strong daily support. And let's go ahead and just put it on here. A daily, boom, daily. This would be my stop loss. Stop loss. And then my first target, you know, if we entered here, my first target 60%. Can't do it that much. Because I want to be taking, man, like all this right here, beautiful. What is this called? This is called a low volume node. Joe, how do you know that? You some wizard? Where is that? Visible range volume profile. Oh, well, that's boring. Let me do it like this so it could show you what I wanted to show you. There we go. Joe, did you move the goalpost? No, look. This right here is saying there's a lot of ups and downs. This right here, low volume node, means that the price moved very fast in a direction, whether it's up or down. Then here we have some ups and downs. Some ups and downs. Here we have some ups and downs, ups and downs. Do I need this to tell me that it moved fast? No, why? Because I have eyeballs. What do my eyeballs tell me? My eyeballs tell me that there is some really nice, boom. Just, people call this an impulsive move. I call it just a dump or a pump. Keep it simple. That's what I do. All right. So this is where my first target would be. I'm kind of tempted to take this. And again, it's aggressive. It's very aggressive. So let's do this. Copy. I'm going to check the chat in just a second, guys. So paste. Boom. Come over here to this one. Copy. And then paste. Boom. There's your setup. And this is safer entry, aggressive entry. First target. I like it. Me Damien says, Joe, I got big old cojones because I'm doing a 2x leverage on COAI. Yeah, so if you did a 2x leverage, my thought process would be, let's say I have $100 to do this trade. I have $100. How would I do this? And let's say I'm doing a 2x as well. 2x. For here, I put in $25. $25. Now, if it comes down here because it's 2x, that's 50% that I just lost. But guess what I'm doing? I'm going to put $50 here. $50, which is double this. So now my negative 50% moved to negative 25%. And then hopefully I don't get liquidated somewhere down here. But if it does manage to come down here, hopefully I can see something like this. And then once it breaks a level up, I can do my last $25. If I don't see this go up, oh man, let's just say it goes down. Hopefully I don't get liquidated, but I'll throw in my last $25 worth of hope so I don't get liquidated. And then as it's coming up, because I put in more coming down, especially this one, then I get in profits, and then now I'm home free. And then I would definitely be taking profits on the way up, just in case it continues to roll over, which I don't think it'll happen. But this is what I would do, and this is how I would play it. Now, let's say this does go up in one candle, boom, hits my first target. Am I upset because I only had $25 in? No, it's a win. A win's a win. And then let's just say it comes down, comes up, breaks the level. Then what I could do is now I can get this $50 or $25 or whatever I want to do, put $10 in it, $25, and just repeat the process. That's what I would do. That's how I trade that. All right, moving on. Let's see here. I haven't checked it. I'm afraid to check. Wow, I'm surprised. Everybody, whoever's in here, put a 1 in the chat if you like the thought process that I give out every single day. If you disagree with anything that I have said, put a 0, and it's okay if you disagree. I actually prefer it. After the 0, put why you disagree with what I say, or what I've said, or how I've explained something. And I do not ban you if you disagree with me. I don't want sheep. I want you thinking for yourself. So this is really important. So whenever I'm showing anything, it's my trading style for the moment versus going over 15, 20 minutes of what already happened. Oh, look, it broke this level. And this is when you want to do this and blah, blah. And look right here, guys. Can't you see we're in a range? We're in the range, guys. And once it broke to the downside, this is when you want to short, blah, blah, blah. Well, sure, they're saying that because they have something to sell you. Whether it's a Telegram group, Discord group, or just themselves as a trader. You know, granted, we called this out, but it moved too much for me. And because it moved too much for me, I'm not going to enter it. You know, I'm thinking maybe come back in here, then I can enter. But it moved too much. This is the reality of trading, because there are a lot of times where this happens, then they do not say, oh yeah, definitely guys, we saw this right here and we entered right here for the short, blah, blah, blah. But they will not say this if the price does this. They won't say that because, well, what they did was, well, they just got bamboozled by the market makers. They won't say it. I'll say it. I'll tell you my wins, my losses, because I am a real trader and I show you what really happens. All right. So we just have one person who likes what I'm doing. Okay. One person. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts. I would rather you say that my girlfriend or my wife or my whatever is cheating on me. I'd be hurt, but not as hurt as one saying that they like what I'm doing. That hurts. Chris says, I've been buy long order set for 0.05243 forecast. Okay, awesome. For your information, 2 small wallets playing smoothly in A. There you go. Very nice. So let us look at a Floki. Let's do Floki now. Let's do some Floki. This is going to be for Chris. And I do thank you guys very much for being here. Floki. Very good. Let's do a Blowpin. Blowpin. Okay, Floki. We're going to do 1,000 Floki. So what's the difference between Floki and 1,000 Floki? Well, this is leverage because it has the P, perpetuals. And the 1,000 means that it doesn't have all those zeros in front of the digit or the amount. So that's what this means. So, and you'll notice it too. This one would be 0.00004, but here it'll be just 0.04. So that's what that means. All right. For example, 0.06. All right. So we're going to look at this one, Floki. Let us look at this one. I think you're sitting here long. Nice entry. You know, we did have the break of this level, which is good. So in the 4-hour time frame. Let's go here to this. I like it. You know, we see it pulling back, which is fine. This is expected. What goes up will come down. What goes down will come up unless it's a rug pull. For this one, I would not like to see it go anywhere below. I would not see it like go below this. Come on. Look at that. Got this area right here. So I don't want it breaking below this. What is the percentage? And we're looking for a potential retracement, about 1%. Get out of here. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see here. What we don't want is we don't want it breaking below this part right here for sure. Because if it breaks for this, then more than likely all the liquidity traders out there are going to say, oh, look, it came from the liquidity. Look at this and blah, blah, blah. So this would be my stop loss if I were to enter right now. I like it. I'm thinking we might do something like this. Pull down here. Lower high, which is fine. Everybody freaks out. Don't freak out. I like it. What we don't want to see is we don't want to see where he does this, and then it rolls over, does this, gets rejected here, and then now it's coming for this, potentially this, and then as it's doing that number, it's making lower highs, lower lows. So this is what we don't want to see. This is what we want to see right here. I like it. I really like it. Let's see here. Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin's coming down. Okay, that's fine. Still good. All right, so that one was Floki. The last one is Caspa. Let's see here. We have Crypto Society in the house. What's up, man? With the ones in the chat, I appreciate you greatly. Greatly. Just threw another buy long order for E. Yeah, so just be very careful with entering too many coins. Could you make a lot of money? Sure, definitely. The thing that I'm afraid of having too many open positions is if the market corrects or reverses, well, then now you have to manage all of your open positions, whether it's taking some risk out, which means just selling either at a small loss, hopefully, or, you know, a potential your gains, and then moving up your stop loss on all of them, and then you might get stopped out if the market turns. So for me personally, I like 3, maybe 5 trades. If I can do one, I just do one. So just be very careful. 1,000 Floki is easier to read for everyone. Yes, easier to say too. Don't gotta do all the crazy decimal stuff. Yeah, true, very true. All right, let's see here. We're gonna do the last one, which is gonna be Caspa. So once again, guys, today we did a later stream, but I normally stream right around on Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, Saturday and Sunday at 4. Today just happened to be a late stream, but I love questions. I love questions because, again, it shows that I know what I'm talking about. I am very confident in my trading ability. Do I win all the time? Nope. Is there more stuff I need to learn? Heck yeah, a lot. But I'm very confident in what I know. And what I know is not from what my mentors told me, and I'm just regurgitating what they told me. I'm actually getting what they told me, breaking it down, debunking it. I've debunked a lot of stuff when it comes to trading. I've debunked it. And I give you the reason why. I'm not just a sheep that follows whatever, oh yeah, the 21, blah, blah, and no. Like, think for yourself. What is it? Understand the definition. How does it act? So, see if he is up. All right, moving on. The last one is going to be Caspa. Let's go, Caspa. Caspa. Looks good too. I like it. So this one, we are looking at this level. We'll do this level since it's really close. And look at that right there. Boom. I like it. So same thing with this one. It broke above the level. Very nice. This one, it does have the unicorn pattern. Joe, what's the unicorn pattern? Here you got the leg, you got the belly, you got the other leg, you got the neck, you got the head, you got the unicorn. And then, Joe, that looks like a giraffe. I don't think so. That's a unicorn. That is the unicorn pattern. Can I get a round of applause for that one? Oh, thank you. We have the unicorn pattern. Does it mean it's going to go to the moon? No, sure doesn't. Hey, we got Duality C in the house. Duality C, I want to say thank you very much for adjusting your font. I'm assuming it's the font, because every time I try to type in your freaking name, I got to type it all out. But now I just do at DU and it generates on the computer. Before, I had to type it out all the time, and make sure I spelled it right. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you. It was a lot of work. Same thing with Melissa. Melissa had the different font, so I had to spell it out all the time. It's like, oh, come on, man. So thank you guys for being normal and not trying to be unique. So appreciate you. Thank you. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So here, same scenario. I like it to pull back. And it could bounce right now, but I would like for it to pull back just a little bit more. I don't want it breaking below this level and then coming up. One thing that I do see is I see a really nice zone. You know me, my zones. I don't like doing the zones really large, because then, I mean, there's no skill in that. Here we can see, you know, price was here. This is the main level that I'm looking at. Wicks kind of went through it here. I mean, this looks very messy here. Here we do finally have some candle body closes. One candle body close. So this one, I'll keep this. We do not want it breaking below this zone, because if it does, same scenario where we could potentially, you know, come after this and then come after this and then potentially do something like this. So we don't want to break that. We got Al in the house. What's up, Al? Appreciate you, man, being here. We just finishing up. Today was a late stream. Normally on the weekends it's 4 p.m., but today we started late. But I do thank you guys for showing up. Make sure to smash the like if you haven't already. And that's the end of the show, guys. I do thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one. I tell you what, I couldn't do it earlier, but I was trying to forward to PCM. But since he does premieres, I don't think it shows up. Billy Gold Tales is still live? I thought he finished at 7. I don't see it. Let me go over here to this. So let me refresh the page. Okay, so yeah, I think it's a premiere.
Welcome. Thank you for stopping by.
So 20 minutes ago, oh, the premiere already finished. Dang it. But all right, guys. Well, that's it for me. Billy Gold Tales. Let me see. 7:45. Y'all want to hang out for another 25 minutes? Put a yes or a no in the chat. So we can go to the blockchain brew. But Billy Gold Tales should be finished already, if not, closing up already. Yeah, Billy Gold Tales. Yeah, they finished 50 minutes ago. Y'all want to hang out for another 15 minutes? Or was it 15? $45, 20 minutes. And it's okay if you say no. I am okay with that. So let me go look over here. Checking. Yeah, so let me know. It's not even coming up on this thing. Let me try one more time. Redirect. I am subscribed to them. Yep, subscribed. The blockchain brew. Joe, you're killing me here. How do you think I feel? Oh, they probably don't have it to where people can forward to them. Let me send them a message. Hey, what? I saw a new icon on my phone. Don't like that. See here. Go to this. Go to this. Hey man, how's it going? I'm trying to forward to you. I'm doing a live stream right now. I'm trying to forward to you when I finish, but I can't find you. Do you have it on your YouTube settings to where you can be forwarded to? If not, look it up so that I could forward to you. I would send it to you, but I forget how. But I looked it up though. All right, so gotta go. Bye. Okay. All right, let me see if y'all say yes or no. Coming back to the charts. Okay, y'all are cool with staying for another 20 minutes. See, David says, can you discuss the weekly Bitcoin close needs to be above? Okay. So let's come over here. Let's go to the weekly. Let's hide all of our drawings so we don't get confused. In 36 minutes. What were you saying? The weekly needs to be 1075? 1075. Okay, so that you're looking at this. I mean, that's very true. So on the weekly, we have this bounce zone right here. We have this level on the weekly. We're going to do this in Bitcoin orange. For me, for my level, it's 1082. So if we close above 1082, it's good. Why? Well, we're not underneath our previous weekly close, not like last week, but our pivots. Pivots are very important. So if we close above this, good. If we close below it, not so good. Now, if we close below it, does it mean that we're going to zero? No, it just means that we'll be closing up below it. And hopefully we can bounce here or maybe here. That's what that means. But Joe, did we already bounce there? Yes, we sure did. Right there. So it is important that we close above that Bitcoin orange. But if we don't, it's not the end of the world. Thank you, David. Appreciate you, man. Okay, let me double check. Let's see here. Chris says the Blockchain Brew has their ticker up if you want to send people. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Joe, when I open my channel, I'm always gonna shout you out. Oh, you're the best. And I will give you a shout out as well. And then hopefully we can do collabs. I would like that. I would like that a lot. CCM was a premiere, yeah. But yeah, and here's the thing, like for me, my way is not the only way. But what I love to do is explain why I do what I do and the thought process that goes behind why I do what I do. So that's, to me, that's really important. Let's see here, going down the list. Going down the list. Let's see here. Okay. Kate Diggity in the house. What's up, Kate Diggity? Appreciate you, man, being here. Okay. Here, going to the list. All right, Chris says, well, if we're gonna hang out for a few more minutes, would you mind looking at Litecoin and DOT? Possibly, yeah, definitely. So let's do it. So here, CAS, I'm thinking we may come down. Now, one thing that I absolutely love is whenever I'm looking at stuff, I love drawing out this path tool. And you would be surprised. Well, if you watch me all the time, you're not surprised, but you would be surprised at how many times this stuff goes the way I think it might go. Does it do it all the time? Nope. There's some times where I'm like way off. I think we're going to do X, come down or whatever, and it just goes straight to the moon. It happens. But I love it when here's like, I think it might come down, then go up, and it does just that. It's like, oh man, that's perfect. So let us look at Litecoin. And we're going to do DOT. Litecoin looks good. I really like the fact that it's in this zone. Now this zone is a little bit larger than I like to draw, but I'm just going to draw it from here to here. So this is a really nice zone. And then the same thing too, we don't want to break below this zone. And the bottom of this zone is 90.02. We don't want to break below this. If we break below this, well then all the liquidity traders are going to be super, super happy. Look guys, I told you it coming down for the liquidity and the fair value gap and blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine, sure. But we don't want to break in that level. But I don't think we will unless Bitcoin decides to just dump on us. If Bitcoin decides to roll over, start doing lower lows, lower highs, then the chance of this happening is like 99.97%. Where'd you get those numbers? Just grab them out of the air. But for this one, I am looking at potentially kind of the same thing. Pull back to about here. Am I thinking a lower high on this one? Actually, I'm thinking a higher high. Joe, why? What's the difference? This whole night you've been doing lower highs. High, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, potentially higher high. I'm always looking to the left, always. So whenever I'm drawing this stuff out, it's never, I think it look cool if I did it like this. No, I'm looking to the left. I'm seeing the previous price action, the momentum, the strength. I'm looking at all that stuff. Yes, definitely. Now, Wixwi 989, if the link doesn't work, I actually updated the link on my link tree to have it as a permanent link to where it does not expire. So if you do have issues or if people have issues joining, the updated link is from my link tree, which is in the description. But yeah, so definitely do That's, again, I did post out this free chart and with the explanation. And I get a lot of compliments on my charts that they are very easy to understand. In my opinion, they are. Because a lot of other charts, like, I don't even know. Now, granted, because I know how to trade, I know what they're saying. But if I was a new trader, there's no way I would understand on how to enter or where to enter or what. But here, very easy, like white circles equal entry ideas. Yellow circle equals aggressive entry. There's no way you can get this confused. Price action was here. It's circled. Entry idea. What does that mean? Enter. Not financial advice. And not only that, but here I said enter now. Not financial advice. There is 0% chance you could misinterpret my entries. There's a lot of other traders where you tell them and say, oh man, I entered this trade, but I got stopped out. Okay, well, what time frame? On the 3 minute. Oh, no, man. Like on that one, you need to wait till at least the 15. Oh, okay. Then, oh man, I got stopped out. Well, what time frame did you enter? The 15. Dude, no, man, that's way too early. Like you need to wait for the 1 hour. Oh, okay. Then you get stopped out again. Or rather, you missed the trade. And man, I missed the trade. I entered on the 1 hour. Why? Why the 1 hour? You saw the break of structure in the 3 minute. That's when we entered and we already took our profits. We already moved up our stop into very nice profits and we got stopped out. Trade's over. Oh, why do they do that? Well, that way they're never wrong or hardly ever wrong. For me, it's plain, it's in black and white, pretty much. Like there's no way you can misinterpret my entries. That's what I do. That's what I do. All right, moving on. Okay, we're gonna check out DOT in just a second. But for Litecoin, I do think that we may pull back before breaking up. Now, could we enter this trade right now? Sure, why not? What is the pullback that I'm looking for? 1%, a max 4%. Have your stop loss around 5%. So this right here is, in my opinion, beautiful. I think we're in Litecoin for a longer term hold already. I believe we are. But this one, in my opinion, beautiful. You know, even so, one thing I don't like are coins that if you pull back to here, it's like 35%. It's like, oh man, that's too much. I can't do it. This one, perfect. In my opinion, I like it. I really like it. Again, this all depends on Bitcoin. For the leverage, if I were to, since it's here to here for the breakout, I just wait for the breakout. Either that or it pulling back. So if it does come down and start coming up, then I could do an aggressive entry here and then add to my entry once the 1 hour candle closes above 9431. And this is all the stuff you get in the VIP. Like in the VIP, I'm updating to where if this happens, then I do the chart setup saying, okay, this is why we're entering because this happened. If this, you know, if you want to enter right now, because there are aggressive traders and there's safer traders. If you're an aggressive trader, I would enter right now because it came down. It looks like it's bouncing potentially off of this box. Enter now. And then depend on your leverage, you know, that 2 extra percent or 3%, whatever it might be at that time, could be significant. Whether you're trading 5x, 7x, 10x. But again, it just depends on your own personal risk management. But this is what I would do. I would set an alert for the safer entry, and I'm actually going to do it too. See here, set alerts, then actually set the alert, and then that's my alert for a safer entry. I'm also going to do it down here too. I'll probably set this one up. Thank you. Who this Chris? Thank you, Chris. I'm going to do an alert down here as well. And more than likely, we're going to enter this trade for the VIP group. So just to let y'all know, more than likely, it's not a definite, but more than likely we will. Because once this happens, now I'm watching it. I'm watching to see if it rolls over. And then if it does roll over, maybe it reaches in here. So another thing about being in the group, you don't have to watch these charts. You're leveraging your time. You're enjoying your family. You're going out with the wife or the husband or the kids or playing ball or whatever it is, out with the boys. And then once I see this, then I notify the group and now you can enter the trade. Not financial advice. Let's see here. Let's do .next, but I like that one a lot. I'm going to save that one there too. Let's do dot. Dot coming up. Oops. Dot. More aggressive is a more, I mean, we look like we're bouncing here, but to me, it's, oh. Joe, you scared? Scared money don't make no money. Yeah, I'm scared. It did break below the level. And right now it's breaking above the level. It was dancing on the level before it broke out. Does not, I mean, yes, we saw the potential bounce, but it doesn't look strong. In order for it to look strong for me, this is on the 4-hour time frame, the price would need to do this. And even this would be an aggressive entry. Why is it aggressive? I'm going to show you that in just a second. This would be an aggressive entry. Because what could happen, we could come up to about here, maybe a little bit lower, and then do this. Boop. For me to add to the entry and it be safer, all those levels are so close. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I think that's so funny. Wait. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. That is just so freaking hilarious. Now, one thing I want you to notice, look at this pivot. This just proves my point to where my levels that I do, they're not just random. I'm looking to the left. Why did I pick this? Because of this and this. Why did I pick this? Because of this. Like, my levels are very strategic. There's none of this, it looked cool here. Now, in order for me to have a safer entry, I would need it to break above this zone. Now, granted, yes, we do have a level right here and another level right here. Yes, I get it. But this would be a safer entry for me. Could we come down because we do a lower high? Sure. But this is safer, way safer than entering right now. Like, huge. And then if it does break this level, this is why this is an aggressive entry. And not only that, but we have this we got to deal with. And what is the percentage that we're looking at from current to here? 7%. Am I willing to risk 7% if this was a spot trade or maybe even a leverage 2, 3, 4x? I'm not willing to risk it. You have a much higher likelihood of it rolling over than going up based off of structure. And what I do, the way I trade, is I base my trades off of structure, off of price action due to the strength of the move. Right now it looks weak. Even though we're having a potential bounce, it looks weak. All right, moving on. Man, this time went by fast. I love this. Let's see here, going down the list. Going down the list. We got Mike in the house. What's up, Mike? Appreciate you, man. Yes, they do. K Diggity in the house. Love it. Okay. Mike says, a dot is dead. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying that. A lot of people that I really respect saying that. And there's some people that I respect. They love it. They love it. Okay. Let's see here. Just figured I'd throw a ringer in there for y'all. All right, so funny story. So a long time ago, back in 2020, 2021, whenever DOT got listed on Binance, DOT got listed for $3. And I go and I look at my exchange. Is that correct? I believe so. I go and I look at my exchange, and my exchange, I believe DOT was $100 or $30 or something. It was up there in price. This was a long time ago. This was back in 2020, 2021. And DOT just got listed on Binance that day. Within like a few hours, I saw it. It was for $3. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so freaking rich. What am I thinking? I'm thinking I'm going to sell my dot at $30 or $300 or whatever, $100, whatever the price was on the exchange. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to come over to dot, or rather, I'm going to come over to Binance, and then I'm going to buy a whole bunch of dot with the money I just made for $3, and then I'm going to arbitrage. And then I'm going to go over to the other exchange that I just left from, and I'm going to buy it back, but this time buy so much more because of all, and no, sell it because I bought it from Binance. So I was going to make millions of dollars or thousands, but my story is better when I say millions of dollars. Well, I go and I buy it from Binance, and I'm trying to switch it over so I can sell it on the other exchange. And it says, there is a 48-hour hold on blah, blah, blah. I was like, dang it. They knew what I was going to do. Knew it. I was trying to arbitrage. Yeah. That's my story. I was going to be a millionaire, or at least 1,000-aire. But Binance had other options or other plans. They said, nope, can't do it. I was like, oh man. So then I ended up selling it at, I think I sold some like at 9, some at 15. I didn't hold any, I don't think I have any more. I don't know. But yeah, story time. So that was that. That's my dot story. And I was so happy too. It's like, man, nobody knows this. Nobody knows this. Like, I'm gonna sell those, move my money over, buy them here, then transfer it over, then sell them. And I'm gonna repeat that process until I can't anymore. Nope, couldn't do it. Wix Wife says, I love the sound effects. You guys are funny. But yeah, that's my thing. So Litecoin, thinking we may come down. So far we are coming down. This one, I'm thinking we may come up. And so far, really nothing. Let's see here. TA. This one. Ooh, we're going to get stopped out. Uh-oh. When we get stopped out, 5x leverage, 10% loss. Ouch. Oh well. But we could potentially try to re-enter the trade if, let's just say it does come. I don't. TA, very low market cap, 1.2 million. I believe that's what it was. Let's just say we do come down just to stop us out. Then it comes up to about here. Then it comes down. Then it starts coming up. Then what we could do is we could, I say we just enter again here. Play it safer. Sin says, you think Binance would appreciate a good arbitrage? Yeah, big time. But I was so happy. I was gonna make a lot of money too. But nope, did not want to do it. Let us look at, what do we want to look at? Oh, we think we were talking about bets. We're talking about bet the other day. And this was actually a YouTube. Well, first VIP, of course. But this was a YouTube members video. So if you are a YouTube member, thank you very much for doing that. Becoming a YouTube member is very easy to do. And it helps support the channel. It helps support, it's like paying it forward. That's what it's really doing. You know, you're throwing a little money, you're throwing a little bit of money my way so I can continue this paying it forward, helping other traders trade. And price was here. I'm thinking we're gonna come down, come up. This is what I would really like to see, 0.5 before potentially coming up. What does it do? It does come down right to the area I thought it might. Then it came up, lower high, barely a lower low. Now it's starting to come up, and now it's starting to do this range. So here, in order to enter this trade, what would I do? I would wait. or the break. Since this level is really close to this level, this one gets excommunicado. Shout out to John Wick. Love that video, or the movies really. So I would have to wait for the 1 hour candle to close above this one right here. And we'll put this in blue. And I'm actually going to set my alert right here. Set the alert to 0.2097. So again, if you are not a YouTube member, I strongly recommend you do so. It helps support the channel. You can also do donations. You can also join the VIP only if you have money. If you don't have money, save your money, go into trades. But if you have money and you're doing okay, then definitely help support the channel by becoming a VIP member, because it helps keep the lights on. It helps with me doing what I do. Let's see what else says. He says, trade intuition. I shorted on the 15-minute Bitcoin. Okay. 15-minute retest of the local high. My thoughts are claiming the GP at 105.7 and possibly, as per money flow, take the liquidity at 786, right at 104.6. Let's look. Let's see here. 104.6. Oh my gosh, that is low. 104.6 right here. So right in this area. Man, I mean, everything you said, in my opinion, sounds solid. Yeah. The only thing it needs to do is break this zone. You know, once you break this zone, you know, the chance of coming down for this liquidity and maybe coming down even lower, very high. Very high. You know, could we bounce over this trend line? Sure. But yeah, this is the zone I would really be concerned about. 107, we call it 107.3, 106.1. Very concerned. Currently, right now, we're doing a lower high. What I'm looking for is a bounce in this general area. So where's my stop loss? Oh yeah, so here's where my bounce. Hopefully we don't get stepped out. Now, granted, my stop is really, really tight. And sometimes my stops are a little bit too tight. You know, sometimes we need to give it a little bit more room to breathe. That's what it is. Al says, took a small profit for the fees. Very smart. Stop loss to entry and let it ride. Smart, man. Pull the fib, Joe. Don't you know anything? Okay, fine. Sorry. I'm not sure how you're doing it or what, but are you doing it from here? In the 1 hour? Or are you doing it from here on a bigger time frame? I don't know. Yeah, any more? Nice liquidity pool there. Oh yeah, so all down here is liquidity. Why? So here's the important question. Why is there liquidity here? Well, for all the people who entered along in this just ugliness, where are they gonna put their stops? They're gonna put it right here, especially if they're high leverage. If they're lower leverage, they can have it way down here. But right here is a nice area of liquidity. Very nice. Low to high, low to local high. So here, make sure my man tools on. 786 right there, boom. Yeah, I got that. Possible. Or we could get a bounce with a 0.5, which would be coinciding with this really nice support zone, really. Like all this is support zone, but the 0.5, you can see there's a lot of bounces. So for me, my main area is this zone. See here, Crypto Society says, why not put your entry by your stop loss where at the fair value gap is on bats? Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, so here, I believe we talked about that. So here, if the price does come down, I believe I talked about it, either that or on the YouTube video that I made for the VIP group. I don't think I did that for the YouTube members, but I was thinking if you wanted to have this to where the price could come down, we could do a lower entry here. But that's only if you're gonna hold this for like a month or two. If you're not, I just have a stop loss. Let me see if I read that right. Why not put your lower entry by your stop loss where the fair value gap is? Yeah, now I don't see a fair value gap. I mean, this took up that. Not sure if you can see that. This wick took that fair value gap. I don't see a fair value gap. See here, low to local high. Okay, we went over that. That's where the SFP, I would assume, to come back down. Possible. Possible. Speaking about SFPs, let's go ahead and hide. Oops, let's hide all this. Let's look at the daily. So if we did the SFP route, this SFP, no wait, daily. Okay, so here, we had a candle body close. So according to SFP or the market structure, this is not an SFP. So this would say the price should potentially go up, but it doesn't. Why? Well, my explanation is because we went up a lot already. What goes up will come down, in my opinion. It just depends when it wants to. Then we have this right here. So now everybody's saying, oh, look, there is an SFP based off of this candle. And now the price should come down. And it did. Then we have this next SFP, which is right here. And this is saying people should short potentially if you trade the SFPs. And the very next candle, boom, it wicked those people out. They got stopped out. But now here's another SFP. And that just means that they're selling pressure to the stop. And then now it comes down. So that's what that is. I believe it's time to go to, so everybody who's here, put a 1 in the chat, and we're going to be going to the blockchain brew. We're going to be going to the blockchain brew. So please put trade intuition raid. Trade intuition raid. I'm looking for the blockchain brew. Trade intuition raid, not TI raid or TI Joe or anything like that. Oh no, he didn't. That's right, he didn't do it. But I'm still gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link here. I'm gonna try it one more time in case he saw it. Try it one more time, redirect. And I don't see it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put the link and everybody say trade intuition raid, and that would help out. So let's go here to this. Let's go to share, copy. I'll put this in the link, in the chat. So everybody go ahead and click on that, smash the like, and say trade intuition raid. Trade intuition raid. We're gonna go over there right now. I do thank you guys very much. We will see you on the next video, and I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Remember, don't feel like you have to be in a trade all the time, and always be careful with who you watch. Thank you so much. See you on the next video. And as always, let's make this money. Take care.